Yo. Let me see. What's up? Let me see if you'll get here. Hold on. Bellin. Don't even trip. Yo, oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Almost dropped. Oh shit. Hold on. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm trying to get situated. Hold on. Yo, smash the like button. I'm not gonna probably be too long on this one. Oh shit. Excuse me. Damn, I'm getting fucked up by this. Hold on. Somebody laughing at me. Y'all shady as fuck, bro. Yeah. Yeah. All right, hold on. We almost back in this bitch. What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. That was crazy. Hold on, I'm getting situated. Smash the like button while I fidget with this shit. Oh shit. Oh. y'all, y'all about to meet. Y'all about to meet your maker with this. Hold on. Oh shit, it's going down. Hold on. Damn, I guess I should have tested this. Hold on. Let's see if we stable. Hold on. I don't. Man, when you. Oh shit. Whew. We almost there. Hold on. My bad, y'all. We having technical difficulties for a quick second. I don't feel like holding this shit. You know. We back in it. Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Man, that was a workout. Yeah. I'm gonna use that. Boom, boom. We Unpacked coming to you live. Boxing Ego Unpacked. You said Sean Porter won? Man, it was a good fight. Shit. That was a good fight, man. Yeah, the fans won that fight for real. Yeah, man, hold on, let me show you. Man, I just got this shit situated. I'm trying to show y'all. Hold on. I gotta figure out a better way. Hold on. Look. Oh, shit. We VIP with it. Man, this shit like Miami Vice. I told you. This shit, we like easy work. Pow, pow. Oh my God. Look, we out here, bro. Y'all see me? Picture me rolling. Look at LA. Look at that LA. Oof. Smash the like button if you like the view. We keeping it cool. I don't want to go too far because I don't know how far the Wi-Fi extend. Man, I'm not gonna be here long. The night is still young. Look. Told you. I'm TBE Go. Yeah, big views. That's why you see motherfuckers be hating on Ego's Army. You see they be hating on what we do. Hitting the dislike button. Okay. Yeah, just like that. Okay. That's why we not worried about that. We not worried about what the haters say. I decided to spend an extra day in LA. Cause I like it here. Let's get it. We're gonna talk about the fight in a second. Bro, y'all better hustle and motivate. They tend to follow my lead. They think I know the way. Yeah, man, we out here. Hold on, I gotta set this down to close this. Yeah. Yeah, man, we doing that big boy. This that big boy work. Okay. The night is still young, so I'm not gonna be here all night. Okay. Very privileged to be part of Spence Porter. Crazy fight. In my opinion, a classic fight. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my night. One of the best fights I've been to. Shout out to Spence and Porter for making that a reality. See, remember I told y'all if y'all follow me on Twitter, I said unifications matter. This is why. Maurice Hooker, Jose Ramirez, cracking fight. Spence Porter, cracking fight. Yeah, it was a close fight. I don't know what people will be watching, to be honest. It was a close fight. Errol, put it this way. I'm gonna make the most sense. I'm gonna do it the new media way. Smash the like button. Y'all gotta give me some likes. I'm about to get up out of here. We need them likes. Come on. Come with it. I'm out here working. I'm working, baby. Y'all gotta get them likes up, baby. What it do, baby? Y'all gotta get them likes up. Put it this way. Kell Brook versus Errol Spence was decently competitive. You know, it wasn't like Errol Spence just went out there and stopped him in the second round. You know, he had to work for the stoppage. He was in Kell Brook's backyard in Sheffield. He had to work for that. This was a harder fight. So there should be no question if the fight was close, because to me, this was Errol Spence's hardest fight. Kell Brook was competitive, and then Errol started to pull away. So for anybody to say that this fight wasn't competitive, then I don't really respect your opinion, you know, when it comes to this boxing shit. Straight up. See, I'm a grown man. I mean, I'm at a place in my life where I don't have time to beat around the bush, filter this shit, sugarcoat this shit. If you don't think the fight was close, or competitive, like you think, basically, if you think Errol Spence just ran away with it, then I don't really respect your opinion. I would question if you have boxing knowledge, question if you have inherent bias, like you from Texas or some shit, or you know him personally, that type of thing. Once again, this is not to say I'm not mad. It was a competitive fight. Errol won. I'm not mad at that, because the knockdown kind of saved him. He he was the favorite, so you have to understand some of them swing rounds were probably going to go to him. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the outcome. I actually picked Errol to win the fight via decision, you know? I said maybe he could stop Sean Porter if, you know, Sean Porter were to get reckless. But I said my heart is telling me it's going to go 12. And win 12, and I picked Errol. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I like Errol. I like Crawford. I like Porter. I know the Porters, actually, personally. You know, Porter actually, I know him, and I picked against him just because I'm a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving you my honest thought. I thought stylistically, Sean Porter's aggression, I thought Errol would have more of an answer for that in them early goings, you know, and then put the punches together that paid dividends late, you know, where he started to pull away, kind of like the Kell Brook fight, where it was just like calamity. And I never chumped Sean. I never said it was gonna be easy or blowout. See, the thing is, I'm gonna break it down my way. The thing that I notice is boxing fans, if you take nothing from me, take this from me. And I always talk about it, but it pertains especially to this fight. Especially the men. Women do better than us. Well, not us, but y'all. I concur mine. But a lot of you guys are too fucking emotional. I've talked about this time and time again. Yes, rah, you like fans, you from this place, you're Mexican and this guy's Mexican. You know, you're black, this guy's black, you from Argentina, he's from Argentina. I get all that. But 9 times out of 10, people do this, they cannot with boxing. And I think it's because it's man versus man, woman versus woman, mano y mano. They cannot curb their emotion. Drake. Your name is El Guapo, and you calling me, you care about my looks, but that's what's up. Anyway, men in this sport predominantly cannot curb their emotions. There's this, listen, I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna break it down. Y'all gotta get these likes up though. We should be over 100 or close to it. Let's get these. People cannot curb their emotion. People come in like to this fight and they had all this disdain for Sean Porter, right? They had disdain for Sean Porter, talking about he don't sell out a family dinner. His suits are tacky and he looked like a pastor and priest. Oh, his gimmick is corny. Kenny Porter made me mad. You know, they came out with all of these preconceived notions about Sean Porter, and this fucks around and jades you from what this is really about. This ain't about selling out family dinner. Like, listen, I'm not an overly sensitive person like that. So the shit's funny when Errol said that. I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, I like banter. I came up in a wrestling WWE fan. You know, when it was WWF. So I like the back and forth. I like shit talking, but I keep it all the way consistent. I don't care if it's Connor, Floyd, Broner. I like some showmanship and entertain me, motherfucker. You know, you want some money about me. You want me to go to these fights. You want me to pay for pay-per-view. Entertain me. You know, that's how I look at it. But anyway, people had all this built-up angst for Sean Porter, the Porters. You know, people saying Kenny Porter's K. Diddy and all this stuff. That's cool. You know, everybody calls him that and all that. But it doesn't, they take away, you doing all of that, you're getting caught into this emotional whirlwind where you're focusing your prediction more on want and desire and desired outcome because it's emotional than an actual real look at the fight and a stylistic breakdown of Errol Spence got this, he's taller. Sean Porter has a better resume. And this, you know, when I do predictions, I'm not always right. I mean, I'm human. Fuck it. But I really try to give you a prediction where I put all the dumb shit, personal relationship. If the fight's too personal, if you notice me, like where I really fuck with both people and know people, then I'm not even going to say a prediction, most likely. If I felt it is a type of fight where it's a conflict of interest, because I know the person got both of their numbers in the phone, then I just don't get involved. I'll just be like, I'm watching it as a fan. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't do that in boxing. You know, they worried about Sean Porter's suits. The motherfucker, when the fight is on, who cares about his, you know, Steve Harvey suits and all this shit, chopper suits and all that. None of that really matters because he got no shirt on, pause, and some trunks and a strap, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Same with Errol Spence. So all that family dinner and tacky suits and all that shit y'all be talking about have nothing to do with the actual fight. So let's be clear. Be clear. LeBron James, like, y'all want me to start yelling like Stephen A. Smith and shit, bro, to get y'all attention, because y'all don't know shit about boxing. Y'all just be talking, you know? And it's that emotional shit. Talking about, you know, people say stupid shit like, oh, yeah, Canelo would beat Andre Ward. All right, make the fight then. Motherfucker won't even fight Andre. Make the fight with Andre Ward at 175, and we'll see. You know, just talking pride, emotion, and all this bullshit. We see it. I don't give a fuck if Andre Ward been out the ring for a decade, bro. Shout out to T Bonafide, appreciate the grind, salute. I don't care if Ward been out a decade. Canelo ain't beating him at no 175. I don't. He gonna have to show me that. I don't even know if he'll beat Kovalev. You know, I think he should, but you know, shit happens. Shout out to my dude Nelson, my man. They clown him for the oversized Reeboks. And see, this is me. I'm not no Captain Saver. That's Sean Porter. If he want to dress how he want to dress, and even, you know, if he want to wear K-Swisses and all this shit, that's up to him. All I'm saying is, it's cool, it's cute to make fun of it and laugh at it. I have no problem with that. You know, I'm not Sean Porter's defender or Errol Spence's defender. Like, you know, I'm their fucking legal help. Mr. King Palmer, $4 super chat, salute, ego, always grinding. Facts. Appreciate you. I don't care about stuff. All I'm saying is that type of stuff is all in good fun. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is all in good fun. But when it comes to the actual fight, all that's out the window. Just like people are dumb enough to think that Conor McGregor was finna fucking beat Floyd Mayweather. Just pure stupidity. Not in an MMA octagon. You thought he was finna come to boxing where actual boxers who have been boxing their whole life and went to the Olympics and got gold medals and shit like De La Hoya, who's naturally bigger and has a gold medal. You thought, out of all people, Conor McGregor was finna do it. Once again, that's emotion. Because Conor, you like him. You like, I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather. You like all that shit. That's cool. I like it. But I'm not finna let that influence my fucking pick. I'm not finna pick. That's why I don't get easy picks like that wrong. Trust me, the fights that I predicted wrong, it was some weird shit, like, you know, upset of the year, or like, I picked Andy Ruiz to beat Joshua, 7 reasons. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some weird shit, like, you know, last major one that I really got wrong was thinking Rigondeaux would beat Lomachenko. But anyway, y'all let dumb shit. I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather. I got a proper 12, and you let all the theatric shit gas you. So, yeah, the fight was close. The fight was close between Porter and Spence. No matter who you had winning, Spence was uncomfortable in there. You know, I don't know what you thought, but the first 5-6 rounds, Spence looked pretty uncomfortable. Spence was for the first time when I seen Spence, like when they were playing on the Jumbotron and shit, when I seen Spence go into his corner, he looked kind of deflated. I never seen him like that. Normally he just, like, you know, water, spit it in the bucket, and it looked like regular shit. Just like Lion AJ when he was walking out and he said he felt great and he felt, oh, they're great, and he felt so relaxed. I've seen all of Joshua's prime fights, and he never, when he was in the UK in his comfort zone, he never walked out and looked like he did versus the Ruiz fight. This is something I was able to detect and pick up on before he actually lost. He just looked mad uncomfortable. So the same thing with Spence. from looking at all of his fights, I covered his last couple of fights. Spence looked a little bit, deflated in certain points when he went to the round. Even at the press conference, the post-fight press conference. I think, maybe from being post-fight, probably from being, even though he won, he was, I think he's probably being hard on himself because he knows that fight was tougher. He didn't get the knockout like he wanted. Nelson Santos, godly fight. I had it a draw. 1,000% credit to both. Facts. I think, Spence, he's probably just analyzing his performance, and he's playing through his head at the post-fight press conference. But even his demeanor at the post-fight press conference seemed a bit flatter than normal. I've been at his post-fight press conferences and recorded them and everything. So it was just a good fight. Credit to Spence, credit to Porter. Fight of the year for sure. I'm not mad at Spence winning, but he had to work for that, for sure. I'm gonna rewatch it. I honestly, as of the live viewing experience, I can make an argument for both. I think Spence was more accurate, and he also got the knockdown, and he fought his way out. So some people keep saying that Porter was missing, right? Spence was missing. Spence's accuracy was not what it normally is. Put Spence in there with Ocampo, and then put him in there with Porter. His accuracy dropped too. Spence's face post-fight showed markings. Leslie Morris, appreciate you. $5 super chat. Spence's face showed the aftermath of being in a rugged fight. Probably more so than Sean Porter's, And that's just because maybe that's Sean Porter. That's how he always fights. Different people have different skin and all that. But anyway, it was just a great fight. I think Sean Porter, he stood out because he wasn't expected to do really much of anything. Everybody rated Errol Spence as, the number one, make all his fights look easy Mayweather style. But that's not what happened. It was a tough fight. In my opinion, I think even Errol Spence, I don't agree with you on this. I don't give a fuck. What are you telling me for? I don't care what you agree with. Go start your own channel and you tell your fans what you agree with. What the fuck? Man, y'all be wilding in this shit, bro. Motherfuckers, I don't agree with what you're saying. Okay, then don't agree. I don't care. I'm here to talk about to the Ego's Army about what I seen. Anyway, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. And see, this is the thing with people like that, whoever said, oh, I don't agree with you, they're not saying what they don't agree with. They just saying they disagree. Anyone could do that. Anyone could do this, say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, fuck all that. Like, no cap. What do you disagree with? That's all we care about. Hey, somebody snitch his name. Takashi him. Takashi him. What is that person's name that said he didn't agree with me? I wouldn't compare Spence to Floyd. What? Bro, I don't care. Like, bro, this is a chat. This ain't about one particular person. This is about boxing. I don't care what you particularly would compare him to. I'm saying the consensus from a lot of fans was that Spence was the next Floyd Mayweather. Not that they fight identical, but he could be the next Floyd Mayweather, star level, star power. And maybe he still, maybe he can. We have to find out. We have to wait and find out. I'm just talking about the consensus. Oh, shit, somebody got clapped. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, get these bums out of here, bro. Bro, I disagree with that. Whoever said that Spence chose to fight. No, he didn't chose. Sean Porter made him fight that fight. Bro, you guys have to understand boxing. If Porter came out less aggressive, then Spence would have had his way. If Porter made it, if he didn't have the style and come out with the strategy that he did, you guys are trying so desperately to not give Sean Porter credit. That sounds crazy to me. That sounds crazy. And again, this I'm telling you, you can believe me or you can believe them. A lot of people. Errol Spence even gave Sean Porter credit. Errol Spence just said on his Twitter, this motherfucker is tougher and awkward, more so than I thought. At the post-fight press conference, he said something like, "Oh, how my skills?" Porter said something like, "How my skills looking now?" Oh, okay, you all right. It's kind of better than I thought, but you all right, bro. But the fan, listen. I don't listen. I'm telling you, I enjoy what I do and make enough money, all that. I don't want fans that are not willing to learn. I don't even care if y'all watch my channel. No cap. I don't even care, bro, because some of y'all are like, I can't respect a man who can't admit when they're wrong. Straight up. I cannot respect that. And some of these fans, because of preconceived notions about not liking Porter or Kenny Porter, they cannot agree upon a job well done and just give credit and say Sean Porter did better than they expected. Like, I'm talking about motherfuckers who said Errol Spence was going to knock out Sean Porter in 2-3 rounds, and that's the farthest from the truth. Now they trying to back off the block talking about, oh yeah, I disagree with you. Oh yeah, Sean Porter missed a lot. Bro, I can't respect that. No cap. As a man to man to woman, dog, whatever the fuck y'all are, I can't respect that. I can't respect somebody who can't give credit for a job well done. Listen, credit to Errol Spence, credit to Sean Porter. If you feel otherwise, then I don't respect you. That's it. I'm telling you. I do not respect you. If you cannot say both men fought valiantly, both men came out and showed heart, both men came out and improved, and then especially from the group of people and fans who said Sean Porter was finna get slaughtered, if you cannot now come out and watch that fight and say, oh, okay, Porter impressed me, or he did better than I thought, even though I had Errol Spence winning, if you had him winning, then I can't respect that. That's poor sportsmanship. Porter was out there. Man, Errol lost more rounds than he has with anybody else in this fight. Mikey Garcia didn't win this many rounds. Kell Brook didn't win this many rounds. Because if you look at Kell Brook, when his eyes started getting badder, he started tiring and shit, bro, Errol started pulling away. Sean Porter was in this live dog. Even in the 11th round, I had Sean Porter winning the 11th round up until Errol Spence, and then I give Errol a lot of credit for this. Boop, caught him on the chin, and Sean Porter went down, and he made that round his. Before that, Spence was losing the round. It was just a classic fight, but like I said, I can't respect nobody that talked all crazy before, all this outlandish shit. Now they trying to back off the block and have more outlandish bullshit. Listen, the fight was close. It's like saying that Tyson Fury slaughtered Otto Wallin, bro. It's not realistic. It's not realistic, you know. But what's worse is Otto Wallin, the difference is he should have been underrated because he ain't done shit up until that point. Sean Porter should have never been. That's the problem here. Sean Porter should have. He was criminally undermined and criminally underrated, considering what he had went through in his career, ups and downs. Like, people have to understand, Sean Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz, who's not even like the end all be all. Keith Thurman ran through Julio Diaz, but then he had a rematch. He had a draw the first fight. Then he came back and then set it straight and beat him convincingly. So that's a lot of growth from Sean Porter as a pro, to have a tough fight with Julio Diaz the first outing and then come back and then, beat him and then move on to give competitive fights to Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, beat Danny Garcia, and now give Errol Spence, the boogeyman, a competitive fight. It's just what it is. And like I said, if you cannot respect that, then I don't respect you. Because half of the people who are not being objective and being realistic talk the most crazy shit. I have respect for all the top welterweights, real talk. I like Danny, I like Sean, I like Errol, I like Terrence, I like Pacquiao. But fair is fair, right is wrong, right is right, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying, people come in with these preconceived notions like, oh, Pacquiao is going to get flattened by Keith Thurman. And then when he beats and busts up Keith Thurman early in the round and then loses some back half rounds, You know, people, oh, but Pacquiao, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what you said. You know, like Errol said, keep that same energy. People, fans want to say this, that, and the third. And if we're really being serious, Errol Spence said more about his. This is proving my point. Shout out to my dude Icy. They gave Mikey Garcia a better chance of beating Errol Spence than Porter. Pure madness. That's because they don't know shit about boxing. That's heritage and pride and different people picking Mikey for the wrong reasons. You know, Porter is a goddamn animal and two-time world champion. Let's be real. Again, facts. Porter comes into this fight with Errol, and I picked Errol to win, and he won the fight. But I never slept on Sean Porter. I never said Porter sucks or it's gonna be easy work. See, if we're really being honest with ourselves, Sean Porter justified more of his pre-fight statements than Errol Spence did. Errol Spence says you have no skill. You have a little bit of talent that you were born with. You athletic and you tough, but you don't really have skill. Errol Spence said this. Shout out to Kano Local Sports. Errol Spence said this. He said, I'm going to stop him. I'm going to be the first to stop him. So in that regard, to if we're going off like mincing people's words and what they said, I respect Errol's performance, and that's cool. I'm glad he won and all that. That's dope. I have no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, if we're going off of what you said before the fight, Sean Porter actually delivered a bit more of what he said pre-fight. He said this is going to be Spence's toughest fight. You know, I'm not getting knocked out. He said, this ain't Mikey Garcia. You couldn't even knock him out. You're not knocking out Porter. So if we're talking about what people said pre and post, Sean Porter probably more of his stuff came true. Sean Porter says you ain't knocking me out. To my knowledge, he said he was gonna try to knock out Errol Spence, but I don't know if he said I'm actually gonna succeed. Errol said he was going to knock out Porter. That's what he said. You know, Porter said you not knocking me out. I know that, and he didn't. So, you know, you gotta get for the people who not giving credit. You sound foolish. You know, and I really believe a lot of that's because people are just poor sports. They said they talk too much. This is what they do, bro. Like Joshua Ruiz. They say Joshua's the man to beat Wilder. He can't even beat Ruiz, who lost his first title shot. Wilder, first time he went for a title, he got it. You know? And he's much bigger and a bigger puncher. Different style. Credit to Ruiz. But now people always back off the block and can't keep it, like show some sportsmanship. And admit some bullshit that they said before came out wrong. I told you this was going to be a tough fight. So to me, that's the biggest issue here. We got to get these damn likes up. That's all I know. We got to get these likes up. Once again, the problem with boxing is this. People do a bunch of this and less of this, less looking, less listening. It don't really like soak up game and see what's going on and game plans and be around fighters, be around gym. So they end up saying bullshit, and then when they're horrifically wrong, then they come back and say some bullshit post-fight. Oh, no, this didn't happen. No, it's not that. You just didn't know what the fuck you was talking about to begin with. So when it plays out like it should have, or at least something that it was definitely an option, then they sound crazy, so they have to say even more crazy shit. This is what happens, and it's disgusting, especially if you a man. If you a man and you can't admit your wrongs, then I don't respect you. And if you might not care if I respect you. I don't care about that. I'm just telling you, I can't respect somebody who can't admit, it's always the world's problems. It's never theirs. They never did nothing wrong. I can't respect that. I'm a man and I fuck up. It's part of life, and hopefully I grow from it. Hopefully I don't keep making the same mistakes over and over, but I do fuck up, and if you can't admit when you fuck up, when you was talking crazy before, then, that's not a respectable trait as a man especially. Sean came to fight, end of story. Sean Porter put Errol Spence in his toughest fight, end of story. Sean Porter did better than Kell Brook, and Kell Brook did good. See, this is what I'm saying. This is how I know it's emotion, because people gave Kell Brook credit for giving Errol Spence a tough fight early, but Sean Porter did better than Kell Brook. But because Sean Porter comes with, this preconceived, like, oh, I hate his suits. I think Sean is corny. You know, the Steve Harvey shoots. Kenny Porter bothers me. People previously said that Sean Porter was ducking Errol Spence. Because people have said all these things, now they don't want to face the music that the fight was good and it was competitive. Errol Spence, statistically, this is not your boy Ego saying this, statistically got hit more in this fight than any other fight. That's a statistic, you know? So they've analyzed his fights. And that's what the statistic they said. They said he got hit more times by Sean Porter than any other fight. And it shows. His face, he never, what fight did his face look like that? I don't even think after the Kell Brook fight, his face had marks on it. Kamal Oz, we gotta get them likes up, man. The super chats are great, but we gotta get these likes up. Let's appreciate how Al Heyman gave us another great card. Benavidez, Darrell, yeah. I mean, even Mario Barrios, that was a tough fight. That was a good fight. My dude Joey Spencer looked excellent. That was a good card, bro. Porter and Spence were valiant. Triple G versus Coach Craig T. Nelson after... Oh, my gosh. This dude said Craig T. Nelson, the actor from Action Jackson. I know who that is. I know my movies. That's hella funny. He said... Yeah, shout out to Al Heyman. Shout out to PBC. They did the motherfucking thing with that. Bro, if I'm lying and the fight was non-competitive, like motherfuckers is hating and trying to say, name Errol Spence's tougher fight. And if you say Kell Brook, you getting blocked. So, because we know Kell Brook was not tougher. How the fuck is the fight tougher when you end up winning more rounds and stopping the dude? So please tell me what tougher Spence fight there was. Where Spence, like in the middle of the fight, looked a bit discouraged, and post-fight, you know, had some moments where he didn't look as, you know, you know when your performance is 100, you know, like when you put out a piece of master, like Floyd Mayweather when he made Canelo look horrible. That was a regular day. He didn't really make no mistakes in there where he would just be like, oh, bro, we took that boy to school. There's a misconception. Sean is a dog. Errol and Floyd are my guys. Past versus future, each one has own lane. Pre-fight and media attention played a role in this fight because it was a unification. You know? Porter gave a fight Mikey was supposed to give? Hell no. Porter gave the fight he was supposed to give. Mikey can't do that. Mikey is not like athletic. Like, where do y'all get this shit from? Like, do y'all like boxing? Mikey is like fundamentally sound, but he's slow and he's shorter. What are you talking about? Sean Porter gave the fight Mikey was supposed to. Mikey wouldn't do that to Errol Spence because it's a stylistic thing. Sean Porter is quick, you know. That's it. Sean Porter's quick, athletic. You motherfuckers talking about Mikey. Mikey would never do. Mikey's more of a tactician and a basic, fundamentally sound, gifted boxer. He don't even look in shape sometimes. Sean Porter always looks in shape. His back was ripped up, bro. What are we talking about? Y'all just be saying whatever, bro. Mikey, he don't have nothing to do with it. Just watch my channel so y'all can learn. I'm trying to teach y'all. I don't know everything, but fuck. Boxing is about styles. Styles make fucking motherfucking fights. Kell Brook didn't engage. He clinched and he jabbed when Sean Porter was trying to do his rugged shit. And he's strong. Errol Spence didn't do this. Errol Spence said a bunch of stuff before the fight that he wanted to make good. So as soon as Sean Porter started to up the ante and put the pressure on, he got drugged into a war, into a dogfight, which better suited Sean Porter, and threw his game plan or whatever strategy, unless that was the strategy, out the fucking window. And Errol Spence had to go in there and dog it out and show the world that he had that aspect. And I give him credit for that, because if he was a weaker fighter, then he would have folded with that pressure. He was tired in there. You know how Mike Tyson, he was crying in there. He was tired in there. Errol Spence was tired in there. So that's that. Styles make fucking fights. Tim Bradley beat the shit out of Juan Manuel Marquez. He beat him pretty dominantly. That's why triangle theories don't work. Tim Bradley beat Marquez because of his style. Pacquiao got more power and more smoke than Bradley. But Bradley was able to beat the first try, beat Marquez. Yet Marquez gives Pacquiao hell every time that they fight because styles make fights. But then when Bradley fought Pacquiao, since Bradley don't have as much power as Marquez, he wasn't able to keep Pacquiao honest the same type of way. This is why triangle theories never work, because its styles make fights. And also game plans make fights. Kell Brook, when he fought Sean Porter, he didn't fall. He was undefeated. He came across the pond. Shout out to him. It was an IBF title fight. He didn't fall for the okie doke. He elected to remain a boxer, use his size advantage, use his jab, clinch when needed. Errol Spence, because he's the money man in the division, he has all the, hype surrounding him. Like, everyone's checking for him. He's doing great live gates and numbers and beat the shit out of Mikey Garcia and, all this stuff. And plus what he said post-fight, plus how Sean naturally his innate style, it forced Errol Spence to fight at a wrong pace and a pacing that didn't suit him in the early rounds, because it was much tougher than he anticipated, because he allowed Sean Porter pace to dictate. Sean Porter's pace dictated the pace for the early rounds. So he had to dog it out and get some respect in the trenches. But it didn't have to be that. Mayweather wouldn't have fought Sean Porter like that, because Mayweather has the ring IQ. He's older, and he's not going to allow some young cat to have his best attributes on full display. So this, to me, is an impactful fight in the career of Errol Spence, because he can learn a lot from it. Because, shout out to Daniel, he can learn a lot. This was a good fight. Errol needed to go through this, because already Errol Spence said he about to manage his weight better. This was like a wake-up call, it really was. Because Sean Porter, I think he underestimated him, and then now he's looking at what he can improve in. That's good. That's why I'm not mad at Errol. That's what you're supposed to do. First of all, I'm mad at the fans. The fans are the ones that act like idiots and shit. And then this, again, I'm gonna keep saying it. The fans are making every fight seem like a mismatch, and then when it's tough and it's good and it's in the trenches and it's pretty even Steven, they act surprised. This is what was supposed to happen. It's supposed to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be like this. Like, let me hit y'all with an analogy. If you hook up with a girl and her body is like just tight, and then you start messing with her, and then you hit, and then you fucking bust in 5 minutes, that's what's supposed to happen. She's killing again. She got body. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what would happen. Like, you meet a girl, body, that shit banging. Oh my gosh, she got body, bruh. And then you start getting intimate. You're like, oh shit, what's this feeling? Oh my gosh, I'm about to climax. That's what's supposed to happen. Sean Porter is supposed to give you a tough fight, but you dumb motherfuckers like think everything is a mismatch. Oh no, I don't want to see. I told you. Like, see, this is how boxing. This is the same shit. I'm not saying this would be the case, but Terrence Crawford, and again, I am not saying this is the case, but I have to see it. Terrence Crawford, hypothetically, could fight Errol Spence, and people think, oh man, Errol was exposed and shit. And that fight could be totally different because of Sean Porter's style, Sean Porter's chin. There's elements of it. Crawford is a fucking beast. He's feeling it. He's probably seen that performance and feels he can pick out something. But Crawford at 35 was hurt by You know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different fight, And And this what people, okay, put it this way. I'm about to destroy y'all. Watch this. Renzel Jetson. Tell me if this don't make sense. I don't think Spence can get Bud right now. Need to wait and gain more experience. Maybe Danny, then you guys, then Bud in December 2020 or 20. I mean, it's a different fight, but Bud got fucking skills. So, I don't know. Raj. Listen, get to 200 likes because we have over almost 400 people in here again. Get to 200 likes and I'm going to reveal the sauce. I'm going to go get my other phone and I'll be back. Get us to 200 plus likes and I'll reveal it. There's only one boxing ego. There's only one boxing ego. There's only one boxing ego. Motherfuckers like, what the fuck? They about to kick me out the joint. You feel me? There's only one. I can't stop saying it now. Oh shit! Watch me kick the fucking science, yo. This is more proof of everything I'm saying with the Styles Make fights. Check it. Y'all ready? If y'all ready for me to drop another gem, like a clumsy jeweler, the way I be dropping these gems. I said I drop gems like a clumsy jeweler. Bars, let's get it. I'm slicker than Rick the Ruler. I drop gems like a clumsy jeweler. Let's get it. Can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want to hear this, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Shout out to my dude Icy with the $5. Oh yeah, I spent some money on this hotel. You know, so we getting back. We the re-up gang. Y'all helping me re-up with these super chats. Oh my God. Shout out to my dude Icy. If Spence destroyed him, they would have said it was boring as fuck. Facts. And Porter wasn't shit in the first place. On my soul, they would have been saying that. See, my dude Icy know the game. All right. This is proof. I'm going to destroy him of what I'm saying versus all the bullshit you hear out there. Styles make fucking fights. Here's why. If we look at Errol Spence's last fight before Porter, and we look at Sean Porter's last fight before Spence, Errol Spence dominated and destroyed his last opponent. Both good names, by the way. He dominated and destroyed Mikey Garcia, almost stopped him in the 9th round. I was there. Meanwhile, Sean Porter was coming off of definitely a subpar performance versus your Dennis Ugas, who people said he didn't even win the fight and he should have got counted as a knockdown. So you had a man who highly successfully maintained his title against an undefeated Mikey Garcia, and then you have a guy who came close to almost losing his title versus you guys. The difference being, you guys didn't, he tried to box him more, but you guys is a Cuban tall boxer and he was just boxing him. You know, so it wasn't as rugged and crazy. Errol Spence chose to fight fire with fire. So I'm a Ram, I'm an Aries, I'm a Ram. If you've ever seen Rams, they jump and collide with each other and knock their heads, you can hear it. Errol Spence got drugged into that type of fight with a chip on his shoulder, feeling he kind of had, like, you know, Sean Porter trying to take his manhood, and it boom, boom, boom. Got to get that boom, boom, boom. Got to get that boom, boom. So it just turned out to a colossal collision. They were playing chicken in the road. That's what it was. But if you look at it, Spence was coming off of a very impressive performance, and Sean Porter not so much. But again, styles make fights. Plus, on top of that, I think Errol Spence really egged Sean Porter on in, you know, with the insults and the things he was saying, and probably some of the stuff he was reading and hearing. So that's boxing. You know, people put on their best night. Man, I can't even deal with boxing fans, bro. People start taking stuff out of context. Listen, and this is gonna sound crazy. Listen to me carefully now. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of y'all feelings, but this is like, it's for your own growth. People start redirecting the conversation to other shit. Just because Spence had a tough fight with Sean Porter does not mean anything versus Canelo, bro. And I know that hurts because some people are like, no, ah, ah. People are saying, oh yeah, Canelo would have destroyed him. Bro, Canelo don't have fast feet. Sean Porter does. Canelo has slow ass feet and has no wind. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Y'all really don't know shit about boxing. Let me just tell you that. Canelo, the fact that people are saying any comparisons to a Canelo fight is egregious. I'm not saying Canelo can't beat Errol Spence, but Canelo fight-wise, stylistically, does the opposite of what Sean Porter does well. Sean Porter got a fucking gas tank. Canelo fades in fights. That's a different fight. That's a whole different fight. That don't mean nothing. That's what I'm saying. But people, boxing fans, this new generation kills me, bro. They just look at one loss and, you know, they look at recent performance and then somebody's cursed and they suck and overrated and exposed. Errol Spence wasn't exposed to me. You fucking dumbass fans is exposed. Errol Spence wasn't exposed. He was in there with someone who had a better resume than him. It was supposed to be tough. Now, if you believed what Errol was saying, that he was going to knock him out, then, yeah, I can understand why you've been thrown for a loop. But it's not about, no one got exposed. You guys are exposed for not knowing shit. This was always supposed to be a tough fight. But once again, you guys underrated. Like I said, if you have a female and she got crazy body and then you mess with her and you bust in 5 minutes, that's what's supposed to happen. What are you talking about? Like, but if you like seen all that body she had and you like, man, she ain't shit, and then you get intimate with her and you're like, oh man, I busted in 5 minutes. Motherfucker, that was supposed to happen. You know, you a minute man, but you, for whatever reason, you underrated her skill set. That's what it is. Like, so if you slept on her and just say, oh man, her shit weak, and then you a minute man, don't act surprised at the chick. You the one that, I don't know, thought she was Wesley Pipes or some shit. Oh yeah, balls deep. Yeah, lift it up. Lift them motherfucker. Bro, you thought you was Dirk Diggler. That's your fault. But the fight wasn't surprising to me like that. It was surprising to y'all because, again, a lot of y'all don't know what the fuck y'all even talking about anyway. You like radical fanboy shit. It was always supposed to be a tough fight. Again, Errol Spence is dope. He didn't get exposed. Sean Porter's just a good fight. Sean Porter's never been in an easy fight at the top level. Or the guys that face Sean Porter at the top level have never been in easy fights. Keith Thurman wasn't in an easy fight. Keith Thurman got hurt to the body versus Porter. People sleep on this because it was probably a little bit more obvious when Pacquiao hurt him to the body in Luis Collazo. But Porter hurt Keith Thurman to the body. Bro, he didn't stop coming with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was hitting him with some shit. Keith Thurman hit him with some shit, and he kept coming. So he showed a lot of similarities. It was just because people rated Errol Spence to blow him out the water, but that's more of a, to me, the error, it comes from your line of thinking more than what happened. What happened was, it's a unification. These are two champions. Now, I get it if you were surprised that Tyson Fury struggled with auto violin. That motherfucker's named after an instrument. Auto violin? Like, who the fuck is that? Autobot. That's different. That's different. So Keith Thurman wasn't hurt versus Porter? That's what you're telling me? That's what y'all telling me? Keith Thurman was cool the whole 12 rounds. He never got hurt. That's what you're trying to tell me? Bro, Keith Thurman did get hurt. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like talking boxing with some people, because they don't really know what they're talking about. Keith Thurman was hurt, bro. There's different severities of hurt. There's hurt like you about to be on your way out, like knockout. Not everything has to be hurt like that. Like, okay. I'm sure if you get shot 4 times, it's a different level of hurt than a paper cut, you know, or getting burned. Getting burned, you still hurt. It still hurt. You know, stub your toe is still hurt, but I'm not saying it's the same as getting hit by a fucking truck or some shit. There's different severities. But anyway, back to what I was saying with Canelo. Canelo don't fight like Porter. So you already see people saying, oh, Errol's overrated. Errol, he would have got destroyed by Canelo. That's a whole, you got to look at each independent fight. You know, each independent fight. Canelo has slow-ass feet. He don't move. Sean Porter had footwork, was doing stutter steps, and actually, I wanted to see if a little bit more feinting. Sean Porter has really good feints. I don't think he was feinting as much as he normally did. But Sean Porter was even got on his toes and started boxing Errol Spence, and he was like, bop, 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 bop. And Errol Spence's head went back. I was like, oh shit, he connected. He was just like jabbing, like, you know, he was getting loose in there. And then Errol Spence, I give him props because he had to dig down for that. You know, because he had to get, this dude kept coming at him. So he had to get his respect out the trenches, out the mud. You know, it was just a good fight. Porter was doing the roughhouse and shit, and then he got on his toes, bro. He was like, bah, bah, and he started jabbing at him. It was just a good fight. Errol Spence, like I said, he should have used his attributes. He's taller, bigger. You right, I wanted to see a lot more feints from Porter. He does really good feints. And he does like kind of like Pacquiao-ish, like he has like a tap dancing stutter step with his feet, you know. He even switched to southpaw. See, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't even know how this shit go, bro. Man, but Porter, see, and this is the thing. You see ESPN and shit, they be marveling over Tyson Fury skill set. Sean Porter, especially since Errol Spence said he didn't have no skills, really, he showed skill because Sean Porter was on the rope where Errol started doing his best work and Sean Porter's back was against the rope and Errol's trying to pin him there and start getting off on the shots and like kind of cower into him, like bah, bah, bah. And Sean Porter would spin out and then switch it, matador the shit and just whoo, whoo, whoo. And then next thing you know, Errol Spence, from that simple move, bop, 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 like he did it seamlessly a couple of times. And he spun Errol. And then Errol's back's against the ropes. And then Sean Porter started going. I'm like, damn. So Sean Porter actually showed skill. There's no question about that. And his footwork, he showed an impressive. I asked Kenny Porter about that. I'll upload the video. I just been chilling. Well, not chilling, but you feel me. So, you know, Errol Spence was wrong with that. He said Sean Porter didn't have no skill. He has skill. See, and this is the thing. This is what I like about boxing. Is some guys have the skill, they just stop pulling it out, or they don't use it, or the fight doesn't call for it. Like, I think Gervonta Tank Davis, he don't just have to bully you. Like, he don't just have to destroy you. He can box you. Same thing with Errol. Errol Spence, people said he had to just destroy you and walk you down. He showed he didn't have to do that in the Mikey fight. So Sean Porter showed us a little bit of different shit. But it was a good fight, man. Yeah, I think Errol had the better accuracy, and I like it. He bit down because he bit down in the trenches. Wilder too. Wilder can box when he wants to. See, that's what I'm saying. Wilder has a really good jab. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't pick up on the little. It's just like the reason why I told you from the beginning. Like, let's say Triple G. Damn, people getting blocked. Tanking him going back and forth. Tanking who? I don't get it. Anyway, it's just like when people said that Triple G's Mexican style. He don't fight like that. Triple G is like an aggressive, really aggressive kind of boxer puncher. You know, that's what I'm saying. People fall for like the gimmick of what person's pegged at. Like Tyson Fury's not no knockout artist. Triple G ain't no Mexican style warrior. Because if that was the case, then why didn't he have a Mexican style war with David Lemieux or Danny Jacobs or Canelo, especially in the second fight? It's not his MO. You know. So yeah, Sean has more skills. So I'm not as shocked as people. Like I think I'm more shocked that the fans thought it was gonna be an easy fight. See, and this is what I'm saying. Like people are saying, people are, man. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. But people are already complaining about Danny Garcia versus Spence. They're like, oh, I don't want to see this. I don't think after seeing the Porter fight, Danny Garcia is a very suitable, reasonable fight. But again, people continue to do this. Danny Garcia versus Spence is a good ass fight. I think it's a good ass fight, especially after seeing the Porter fight. Now, if Errol Spence would have ran through Porter, then I don't know. Garcia, Porter, Spence, Thurman, Pack would all be close. Fans just use this scene. Tomato cans. LOL, all different skills, but different fights. Yeah. Garcia's feet too slow. Canelo got slow feet, and people were making the comparison to Errol, how he would fare versus Canelo. Danny got a fucking chin, bro. Porter got a chin, Danny got a chin. Danny don't be looking tired in there like that. What's the last fight where Danny looked hella tired? Danny picks his shots too, and he's heavy-handed. Keith Thurman said that. He said he could feel the wind from his punches. Again, you guys have to learn how to analyze and pick apart these fights. People think everything is easy work. Danny also has a better resume. You know, Errol Spence's resume. See, and I don't blame Errol. Errol couldn't get the fights. You said Danny was tired in the Zab Judah fight. I don't know if, well, actually, I think he got tired in that. But, bro, how long ago is that? It was like 2014 or some shit. I'm not really worried about that. Danny's in a whole different division because part of getting tired could be if you're doing a dramatic weight cut. And he was big for 140, but he's not even in that division, so I'm not really worried about that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's my cue. Somebody compared Danny Garcia to Chris Van Heerding. I'm done. That was a horrible comparison. Danny Garcia and Chris Van Heerding? Oh, wow. That y'all be disrespecting Danny to another level. It's like sickening. Nah, I'm not breaking it down. Somebody compared Danny Garcia to Chris Van Heerding. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's like me comparing J-Lo to Rasputia. Like, what the fuck? Chris Van Heerding? I'm out. You guys, have a good night, everybody. That was horrible. He said Danny fights like Chris Van Heerding straight up. next thing you know, he's gonna say Keith Thurman fight like Algeria or something. Some of y'all have a lot to learn. It's good that boxing brings us all together, but whew. Anyway, I'm about to enjoy my night. The night is young. My last night in LA. California shit. Last time that I checked. You're like, yeah, Deontay, he fights like Emmanuel Augustus. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, I'm out.